Hello there everyone, welcome back. It is time to play some Dawn of War. And while I did my first 3 matches in the open beta with Space Marines, I decided I'm not interested in having nothing but mirror matches, although it's entirely possible. That probably won't happen now with the full release underway. But what I'm going to be doing first is I'm going to be trying out the Orcs. What stupid way to start off the series with 1v1 matches and then pick the race that's probably going to be the hardest for me to figure out, because from what I understand I'm going to have to be super aggressive with them, try and take control of the majority of the map, and figure out with such aggressive play how I'm going to push over into a win, considering the generator and the turret that will get in my way and encourage my opponent to do like a turtling style. But this is what we are looking at as far as my army that I'm planning on doing. We have Gorguks here. I only did like maybe one 3v3, a couple of quick matches, or no, not quick matches, but custom solo games to really get an idea of how I want to do this here. At least figure out the Orcs, and of course enough of the campaign that the Gorguks here is already level 3. So that's the reason for that. But I'm going to be taking Gorguks here. I'm going to take Mega Nubs as like my big heavy guys for the aggressive play, and Storm Boys I'm hoping I can use as my early elite unit rather than saving up for my other 2 and try and have them deny any long range snipers or heavy weapon fire. I don't know if they have quite the durability to do it as an elite unit. I kind of would prefer them to have access to them as a regular unit, so at least that way I would have 2 or 3 squads in my army to kind of be able to do that, but we're going to have to try and make do with only a single squad that costs 2 elite points. And unlocking my doctrines, since originally you don't even start with any doctrines here, you just get the 3 base units, which includes, the big monstrous knight units or titans, which I decided to sub out Morkanaut there because I didn't really like the feel of it there for what I'm aiming for in the 3v3 match, and of course I'm not planning on playing Turtle in any sense, so hopefully that does not bite me in the ass too much when I can get something a little bit cheaper and a lot more brutish, a lot more aggressive I could be with it. But with that out of the way, once it stops, okay, there we go, highlighting all the selections I have, here are the doctrines I've decided to go with. I plan on getting a lot of boys there, a lot of my melee units to try and get in close, so hopefully, if I can get 3 of them together, they can roam the map really well with their speed increase. And if I can keep them alive, I'm probably aiming to get like 4 boy squads right away. They're going to be constantly moving around and be able to pressure my opponents in the middle of the map. And if things go well, maybe I could push up on their half a little bit and try and take their objectives. Also, let's see. I took Healing Scrap here, which is a unique mechanic to Orcs. I'll explain that later as we go through the match, but whenever I upgrade these units with scrap that lies on the ground and from certain structures that I build, it will also heal them, saving me resources having to reinforce, here's hoping. And ideally, I don't know if this will work well in my strategy and timing, but once I do get vehicles there, I'm hoping to have the Deathcopters be used as like my main means of damaging and like pinning certain vehicles. So with a buzzsaw that they have access to, they're going to be able to latch on to vehicles and slowly chip them down. Because with so many melee units and boys and lots of infantry units that aren't really all that effective against vehicles, I'm hoping that the Deathcopters will be able to do what they need to. I don't imagine they're very durable though. I haven't played with them that much, let alone with the buzzsaw. I only saw them in action in the custom bot game, which of course isn't really a good representation of how effective they're going to be. But they'll just cut through in a straight line, latch on to the first vehicle they hit, and with how expensive those things can be, hopefully that will mean a very swift end to the tank if my opponent does not focus on these Deathcopters really quickly, which, with a bunch of melee units and a war boss potentially in the field, they're going to have a lot of things to worry about. So, I'm kind of excited here. I don't honestly expect this to be a winning strategy though, so there's a lot of hesitance on diving in with the Orcs like this. because I'm going to have a lot of good momentum early on, I think. Overwhelming. Well, focusing entirely on my infantry units, I'm just going to be a little bit slow on my upgrades and tech, I think. And that is also a factor with I don't know what are the best units for like mech combat, aside for like any of the infantry units that have rocket launchers. I forget what they're called off the top of my head. Tank busters, I believe. So I'm gonna have to make sure I at least have them available for when predators or Eldar, wave serpents start taking to the field if I want to kill them quickly. And if somehow they manage to get to like Knights or Titan units, or well, the Knights rather. I call them Titans because they might as well be by the scale and how much of an impact they're going to have on the field. Once they're in play, I might be in a world of hurt. Oh, and here I was talking about avoiding orcs, and now we get another damn mirror match. My strategy to have interesting matchups is not working out very well. Oh well, let's see. Actually, let me change my color. I don't want Gorgux. Let me change my color to dang Goss. I want to be Goss then. Interestingly enough, it's not going to let me change, is it? Ah, well. So much for that then. I'm going to have to change that for next time. But, I guess we're going in with the colors of Gorguts then. That's fine. I like the Goss clan because I figured they would have been appropriate for the melee style I'm trying to go for. But I guess Gorgux will have to do for the time being. And now begs the question with a mirror match. How should I approach this? Well, I have to look at his doctrines and elites. That might help dictate what I should do. If he's got really late game stuff, I should put pressure on him and punish him for that. Let's see, we got... Yeah, he has 8 elite points. He has 4 elite points for his cheapest units. So get hard, get aggressive, let's see. And I believe those are... it doesn't want to show me there, but he's got doctrines for his shooter boys and... regular boys, which are like the bombs or artilleries, so... However the hell that works, so... This does not work well for me, I think. All his doctrines are early game centric, with his elites being like later game. But... I could deal with the power of his shooter boys once I get my, my own storm boys out, which I'm going to have a timing advantage there of some sort. So... We're going to not build anything for the early portion here. We're just going to get the boys going. We're going to try and capture some points. Do I want the middle one? I don't know if I want to grab the middle point or not. I want to deny the cover because obviously if he's going to use shooter boys, he wants that cover. At least contest him with it. And Grotz down here can actually grab the point down below if possible. We'll see how this goes, but the orcs I'm grabbing are going to be very melee centric, so we're just going to go crazy. That's the idea anyway. And if Garrots are in the way, I don't have to worry about them too terribly much. Let's see. I just want to keep an eye on my Garrots so they don't get killed, ideally. Okay. How many boys do I have there? I have 4, so... Let's go. We're going to grab the top point here. It looks like we're going to grab the bottom as well, so... Let's just try and spy a bit. Let's see what these guys are doing. Because I have no opponent just yet. Chances are, since it's my first real 1v1 match, it could be a tiny bit of a mismatch, maybe? It would not be unreasonable to think that, at least. But we have our Grotz being sneaky. They're invisible, stealth, so I should be able to tell where the hell they are. Yep. Come on, charge in there. Give them a good old right stomping. Yeah, kind of what I've expected. Although my Grotz are kind of already getting beaten up. So, we're just going to get aggressive then. Get aggressive and just smash the shield. Well, I was going to say smash the shield generator, but they're not accommodating me. So, let's get some boys going. Yeah, my Gretchens are dead. That's unfortunate. But I do... Let's see. Can I put pressure on them? Keep getting upgrades and all points and all that. And I don't think I can kill a turret just yet, but maybe I can get something out of this. Yeah, let's see. I can at least deal with that some. With one Boyz there, because I can shout before I go in for the cap. Because these boys have an ability that gives them shield boosts and all that. Okay, he is capturing. If I can get there before a listening post, I'm okay. I think I'm okay there. And how am I doing on my elite points? A minute. A minute before I can get my Storm Boys out. So, what's the plan? Because I'm killing the shield generator, but that doesn't do much for me just yet. So, time to shout and get into combat. I'm going to have a nice advantage here. Yeah, there's the turret I'm talking about. So, keep on smashing. I have the raw numbers here. And with the shield, I should easily win that fight down below. You would think, anyway. Yeah, lots of boys are dying. I should be able to stomp the Wog Tower in the middle pretty quickly. So, okay, we just stomped them. We just stomped them. Damn, that shield's good. That is the shout ability. It increases their attack damage, gives them a shield, but the downside is you have to channel it ahead of time. So it's not quite perfect just yet. Also, I need to keep upgrading. Keep on these damn upgrades, I'm gonna need that. I did so much damage, so now I just need to reinforce. Which a Wog Tower is not gonna do, but I do have Storm Boys ready, or actually let me hold on up on that. I already got, maybe I got an extra elite point for that, so maybe I can have Gorgas out. And what that'll do is upgrade my Wog when I activate my own Wog banner. So, do I continue pressuring? Okay, he's made his bid, so let's get in there. And he did upgrade him with scrap there, so get in cover there, get everyone upgraded. Actually, there's a lot of Chopper Boys, and I have a Wog Tower there, so I think the main thing to do is upgrade. Get some upgrade, or get some buildings so I can maybe reinforce. I'll hold off on the Storm Boys for now. And just get lots of free damage in. Yeah, he's throwing bombs, he's throwing stick bombs. I don't have those upgrades, so this can hurt some until I can reinforce. But he's afraid of me. He is definitely afraid of me. And this is the scrap mechanic I was talking about. Wog Towers can drop those down. I can throw those around, and I can get upgrades and also heal as a result of that, which is why I'm picking my lower health units. Okay, start reinforcing. Get everyone back upgraded. Look at that Wog build up. Now, how close am I to my... 10 seconds till I can get Gorguts. So, can't get knobs or anything just yet, but... Alright. Two can easily play at this game. I just gotta figure out how I can pressure. Okay, Gorguts is coming down. I might as well do my own Wog to heal up. And then really put the pressure on him. Although I would love to attack the tower. I don't know if I'm in a good window for that. Do I have any more scrap? No, more scrap is about to drop in a moment. Ooh, this is going to time out well. There, everyone's wogged up. 2 can play at this game, buddy. 2 can play at this game. And Gorgux is in. He's going to shield and block a lot of fire for me. And do lots of AoE damage with the spinning flail. So, let's give him a hard time. Also, it looks like he's getting horribly stomped, so... let's keep moving guys up. That was anticlimactic. I am not gonna lie. I was kind of expecting a serious match, but I guess from so many orcs early on, maybe I shouldn't have really been afraid. If I could have been comfortable, and it'll require some experimentation and just play more to understand how aggressive I can be, but I would love to just push that tower now that I killed his generator so early. I wonder if I even got any elite point out of that. I'm gonna have to pay attention to the replay if it'll actually work. I heard that the replay can be a bit buggy, but it's entirely possible I may have gotten an extra elite point just from killing the generators, and if that's the case, then it rewards me so nicely if I can get aggressive. He didn't bother to get his own gore guts, which it's hard to really say if he was behind me on elite points or not, but that was a bit one-sided, it felt like, with the amount of destruction I did. And if I can time out the Orcs Boy shout ability that you saw in the bottom there when I fought one-on-one, that is going to be amazing if I can time that out properly. So that was my first match there, I guess. We're gonna try to learn from this if it'll save properly, and I'm hoping to continue this on and get some real matches as the matchmaker decides to balance things out. So, underwhelming start, but to be fair, I still don't really have a clue how to get the most out of these orcs, especially late game. But from the looks of it, the starting strategy worked really well if he's going to let me just pound on their generator. Thank you for watching.